Hey, babe, she looks pretty when she's doing that.
Okay, wish me luck. Hugs, hugs, my pet. See you later.
Okay, babe. Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, Shit. Can I help you? For half-hour topless is 25, half-hour nude is 30, and nude reverse is 35. That's where you can rub the lady for half of the time and she'll rub you. I never know what to expect on an out call. Most customers are okay. They always say they're businessmen. The other night, a customer called the studio and wanted a girl. He sounded okay over the phone, so I went up to his hotel room. Good evening, Emily. I got him off like he wanted to, but then he beat me up and tried to take my money back and threw me out into the hallway with no clothes on. I was so upset that I called Nose at work. He went there with 2 of his buddies and beat the guy up. Then the cops arrested me and Nose and charged Nose with assault and both of us for stealing the guy's wallet. But they didn't charge the guy for what he did to me. I says, I'm gonna call the fucking police on you, you little whore. He says, you're the first one that ever put up a fight. So I know that he must have done it before. And maybe he got his money back and the girl was too afraid to put up a fight. And I'm not. Well, they put that in the newspaper, $50, $70 for
Well, your prices will not be broadcast too far, I don't suppose.
I'm
But
glad.
see, in court, if you are asked questions, just answer them honestly. There's no big deal with your question. It's very simple and straightforward.
So if they say, well, what did you negotiate? Well, I'll be right in the open and tell them I told him $50. Okay, Hirsch, what do you think might happen to Nose if worse comes to worse? What do you think?
Okay. He loses some of the court's sympathy when the court realizes that he's allowing you to have sex with pretty well anybody.
I shouldn't have phoned Nose. What happened that night was a very bad thing, and maybe the man shouldn't have been beaten that way. The way that he was, maybe I should have just got the shit punched out of me and just taken the beating. But I was just sick and tired of customers beating me up and putting a gun to my head and almost being smothered to death. It all came out on this one customer, but Nose did it because he loves me very much and doesn't want anyone to hurt me. And now the cops think he's my pimp. He's not my pimp.
Got to do drugs on. You got to do drugs on. Got to do drugs on down in New Orleans. You got to do drugs on.
Nose is the first white man I've ever been with in my life. The first glimpse I ever seen him, he was leaning against a desk and he reminded me of an old hippie that wouldn't give up his hair. That's all I can say. That just totally refused to go with the system where you have to get a brush cutter, shave, peel your onion, and I just loved him. His eyes were gleaming, and there he is up there. That's him up there. That's me and Nose in front of our house. The first summer that we were together. Is that you? Yeah. That's the first Christmas with my mom. See my brother's little cowboy boots? That's when I came off the reserve. I was born in a little place called Manitoulin Island, but I tell everyone I'm from Toronto. I don't know why I lie like that. My brother Mervyn stayed with my mom, and she gave me up to Children's Aid because she had to. I never really had a real father. When I was 12, I was sent to reform school for drinking underage and truancy. I was living with an old lady who used to sell me to old men for booze money. I've never even seen the inside of a high school. That's when I was a speed freak living on the street in Toronto. Then Ronnie found me. He was a very good-looking pimp, and he made me stop speed by beating me. So then I fell in love with him, and we had a baby together. That's him. He lives in Toronto with his grandparents, because he can't live with me here. That's when I was slim. That's when I was 16, working 15 and 16 hours a day in Toronto. I don't really like to look at this photo album. That was the 70s, and I'm into the 80s. Eh? Anyone knows?
And each forgets as he strips and runs with a brilliant, fitful pace. It's the steady, quiet, plodding ones who win in the lifelong race. Hey man, that reminds me of this guy, he kills me. And each forgets that his youth is fled, forgets that his prime is past, till he stands one day with a hope that's dead in the glare of the truth at last. Man, I love this poem. He has failed, he's missed his chance, he has just done things by half. Life's been jolly good joking him, and now it's time to laugh. Aha! He's won the Legion lost. He was never meant to win. He's a rolling stone, and it's bred in the bone. He's a man that won't fit in.
Huggies, babe, come. Let's go to bed now.
Go on, go. Check it out, tie up, and hey, babe.
Monkey, I'm gonna go to bed now. When me and No started living together 2 years ago, I never thought it would last. He's so much older than me, and he's done so many crazy things, hippie, biker, living alone in a log cabin in the mountains. But since he met me, he's worked steady for the railway. We live in our little house together, and we're very happy. It's hard to find a good man for anyone, let alone someone who's going to accept you as a prostitute. I'm 22 now, and I've been in the business since I was 14. And Nose is the first man that's ever loved me who isn't a pimp. It doesn't bother him that I'm a prostitute. To him, it's just a job. I work an 8-hour shift, same as him. The only time it bugs him is when guys like that asshole beat me up. Then he gets worried and wants me to quit. But you gotta roll with the punches, take the good with the bad. Besides, we got bills to pay and I like to pull in my end.
Oh, God, I hate the fact I gotta write this book out. I'm not writing it out. I can actually not take this test.
Is my powder? I left my face powder around here somewhere.
Here, borrow mine. I have a little Clinique. Or have this little black with a rose on it.
That's what I want.
Here you go. Thing is, I don't really care to be a foreman. It's the old, the working class can kiss my ass. I got the foreman's job at last. For years and years, I've taken shit. Now it's time to get it. I don't want to be a foreman. Me, a foreman?
Then don't.
No, I just, like this. The trouble is, the guy that I'm going to talk to, he don't know.
He's just a Larry.
This looks obscene. Look at this. Babes, now this will get you ready for it. Come on, look. Here, put this on. Come on, babe. So, babes, you're gonna have to work? Is that what they said?
Well, I'll see what is the busier place. I'll find out how business is at Angel. And if business is good at Paris House, like, I'll stay there.
Not with all the heat that's going down there right now.
Well, Don't worry, I'll do something.
Take a holiday.
I just had a week, so
So did I. Have another week. I gotta go to work tonight.
No holidays. Can't afford holidays.
What are you talking about? I get paid tomorrow. Paychecks, babe.
So, hon, you're gonna be home about 6 then?
I'll be home for 6. Okay, I'll see you,
What's today?
Yeah, what's today? Okay. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Okay, hon. Bye. I love you. When the papers printed the hotel room story, Nose's buddies plastered Xerox copies of it all over at work. Nice guys, huh? Nose was really hurt. They even sent one to his mom's cafe so she won't see me no more. I don't like guys like that, screwing around on their wives, and then putting Nose down because he lives with me. Right now, I'm just so depressed. There's no work in Winnipeg these days. My girlfriends are making $470 a night in Calgary. That's how good it is out there. It's the land of opportunity in Calgary.
Bye. May we have another summer like last summer? I'll be here. Down the hatch. Cheers. Remember we used to go shopping and spend $1,000 on 2 suits?
2 outfits. Going down to the magic room, getting
$40
a facial,
on
pedicure, our false nails. Those days will all come back. It's tough times right now, but we'll get by.
That was we had a good summer though. We really had a good summer.
Times aren't as good as they used to be.
Last year, if a guy would have offered me $100, I would have laughed in his face and said, blow it out your ear, because I had like 1,000 in my wallet to laugh at.
I take him, I give him a hand job.
Yeah, right.
That's what it would amount to. But where would these turkeys are asking for nowadays, Beanie? Asking for $100, they want everything. They want everything. They want a half and a half at least for $100. To us in our future.
All right. To us in our future, bottoms up, baby.
Okay.
Down that.
It's depressing after a while. Going to work and all you're seeing is men's nude bodies all the time. And you have to be such an actress. There was a time where I used to feel so bad, so degraded. Like you can go with a guy and he'd be so nice to you the night before and take you out to a show and maybe take you out for some drinks and wind up at his place. And then the next morning you wake up and he's more or less telling you, oh, it was nice and I'll give you a call sometime. And it was so humiliating. I thought, well, Jesus, why give it away for free? are you? Hurt my mouth, eh?
See?
It hurts swollen.
Should phone the dentist.
Oh, no, but he says he's gonna have to put me in the hospital.
Well, so then go. Holiday. Breakfast in bed.
I'm worried.
Now, baby, please don't go.
Why not?
What for?
Well, because I want to make money. I'm not
Big
making
deal.
money now. It's
Big
just
deal.
that I don't feel like I'm pulling in my end. I want to make money. I'm not doing any good here.
I got a Gene out there, 12 on there. Slob owes me 3. So you go out there, you make a bit, and then we spend it all on phone calls.
We're not going to phone each other.
That'd be the day.
Once a week, that's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
I'll work there for just 2 weeks and I'll come back, that's all.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to go.
Well, what about the court case?
You understand that what they're going to be saying here is that she's not a masseuse in the licensed sense, that she's just a hooker, and that's the reason why we may have some difficulty in her testimony if she's going to be called on to defend you in court. They're going to say that the reason you came by wasn't to protect Tina as a person. The reason you came by was to protect your property.
Say somebody beats up your wife, okay?
Yeah.
You're a woman, okay? This in
It
this
doesn't make
case,
any difference. Somebody I love, okay?
yeah, somebody you love. Somebody beats her up,
Right.
okay? Now, I don't know, myself personally, I can't let that slide.
But you're saying to the judge, hey, come on, judge. The guy's a rascal. He's a bum. He tried to rip off my girlfriend. And I came and gave him a few thumps because he ought not to do that.
Well,
That's
no,
what
but
you're telling me the story boils down to.
he beat my girlfriend up, you know,
Yeah.
essentially. He beat her up.
But that doesn't give me an
Then I
excuse
go-
to beat him up. If you had time to make the phone call, why didn't you phone a different number? The police number. They say you're a pimp. You're living off the avails of prostitution, even though you're not charged with it. It's going to be an underlying premise in this case.
That's what they're going to be saying.
That's what they're gonna be saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way it's going to start looking.
The fact that it's not true or not is irrelevant. It's what the judge decides the facts are. That makes them the facts.
Christ almighty, I didn't do anything. I don't know why in the hell all of a sudden today he's saying, hey, it looks a little dodgy. Hey, like this is no lightweight matter. Like I know it's no lightweight matter. Hey, it's the whole deal. I mean, that's his whole caper, his plea bargaining. But hey, you know.
Wow.
But I don't know, like today it sounded like he wasn't on my side all of a sudden. He said, well, this is the way it's going to sound there. Like, if you think I'm being against you right now, he says, I could be against the other guy. And I'm thinking, well, Jesus Christ, you ain't getting any money from the other guy. You know, like, it's me that I'm paying you. The other guy ain't. I don't know. He tried to make it sound something like what it really isn't, though, today. And then I could see it. I could see the heat of the lights was getting to him or something. I don't know. I didn't quite figure it, though. At any rate, as they say, dress nicely, show up, you know.
fit this suit like Taz yours.
It's so big.
Are you the director? Or are you? Are there any witnesses here yet?
I haven't seen anybody except.
All right, we're going to go on at 9:30, which is pretty soon. I'll be right back.
In that outfit, I can't picture you.
The Crown's looking for an adjournment. I've offered them a common assault, providing they agree to a fine. They were playing with that, but they say that the fellow's injuries are too serious for them to accept it in the end. They would rather lose it than come out with small potatoes. I don't know who's the policeman here. Who's the one? Just don't talk to anybody until we start.
Unless it's you.
Unless it's me.
Got it. They don't want to buy that because of the injuries.
Linda Digwams and Dorian Oskowski.
Come here.
Oh, like this. Like this. Might even put the pencil to it.
Sounds great, I mean.
I think I'll put the pencil to it.
It was case dismissed. The guy never showed.
You found not guilty, so it's over.
Oh, yes, yes. Sweaty palms.
Remember I told
Gotta
you,
get your jug. What do you drink?
I told you the no-show defense is a good defense.
Scotch, whiskey.
Great.
Anything.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What do you drink?
Hi, Pepsi.
Oh,
Great.
I'll buy you
I'll
a Texas
give you a shot.
Mickey. The judge said the police never had a case against us. I think it's a system. Cops just make up statements so lawyers can get their money and charges don't stick. They make a fortune off us. Nozo's his lawyer, 32 hun. I'm gonna have to pay mine 15 hun. And we still have 3 other charges coming up in court. I guess I'll go to Calgary for a couple of weeks so we can pay off a few bills. No, just a little plastic bag. I'm just gonna go out there and come back. I can't see doing anything without Nose. I love him very much. I'd like to see me get out of the business. Open up a little cafe.
Slow down, evening sun. Done did everything that needs done. Woe is me, why can't I see? I'd best be leaving well enough alone. The neon light nights couldn't stay out of fights, keep a haunting me in memories. Well, there's one in every crowd, her crying out loud. Why was it always turning out to be me? Well, where does it go? the good Lord only knows. Seems like it was just the other day. I was down at Green Gables, hawking them tables, and generally blowing all my hard-earned pay. Piano roll blues, danced holes in my shoes. There weren't another other way to be. For lovable losers, no account boozers, and honky-tonk heroes like me. Well,